Have you ever heard a voice so powerful that governments feared it, soldiers trusted it, and millions waited every Sunday just to hear it speak truth? Today, we remember the man behind that voice, a journalist who didn't just report history, he walked straight into it. This was Edward Rudolph Bradley Jr., known to the world as Ed Bradley, the calm, confident figure with a silver beard, sharp eyes, and a single gold earring that broke every stereotype in journalism. Long before he became the fearless face of 60 Minutes, Ed was simply a young man from Philadelphia, teaching school in the daytime and spinning music as a part-time radio DJ on weekends. But destiny was quietly shaping him for a life far bigger than he ever imagined. His true awakening came in 1964, when Philadelphia erupted in riots. While most people ran away, Ed ran toward the flames, microphone in hand, heart pounding, determined to tell the truth from the middle of chaos. That night, he discovered his purpose. If he didn't tell the story, maybe no one would. It wasn't just a news report. It was the birth of a journalist driven by responsibility, not fame. 3 years later, he took a leap of faith and moved to New York City, joining WCBS Radio. The pace was brutal, competition fierce, and expectation sky high, yet Ed stood out instantly. Not because he was loud, but because he was honest. His calm voice, fearless attitude, and obsession with facts made him a rising force in American journalism. Then came the turning point, Paris. In 1971, Ed moved to France as a stringer for CBS News. Suddenly, this former schoolteacher from Philadelphia was covering the Paris Peace Accords, historic negotiations that would decide the future of the Vietnam War. From interviewing diplomats to decoding international politics, Ed was no longer just witnessing history. He was explaining it to the world. But fate had even greater tests waiting. In 1972, he volunteered to go straight into the Vietnam War zone. Most journalists avoided it. Ed chose to enter the fire. He covered the Vietnam War and the Cambodian Civil War from the front lines, standing shoulder to shoulder with soldiers, documenting devastation, and humanizing the stories that headlines often ignored. His fearless reporting earned him the Alfred I, DuPont, and George Polk Awards, but awards never motivated him. Truth did. When he returned to the U.S., he shattered another barrier, becoming CBS's first African-American White House correspondent. Thousands watched with pride as Ed reported on President Jimmy Carter's campaign and anchored CBS Evening News on Sundays. Yet even then, he wasn't chasing status. He was chasing meaningful stories. And in 1981, he received the call that would define his legacy, an invitation to join 60 Minutes. For the next 25 years, he became one of the program's greatest storytellers, reporting nearly 500 deep, hard-hitting stories that changed the way America understood itself. He covered the struggles of Vietnamese refugees, exposed how segregation still shaped lives in modern America, brought global attention to the AIDS epidemic in Africa, and confronted sexual abuse inside the Catholic Church. Ed Bradley wasn't just a journalist. He became a mirror, forcing society to see uncomfortable truths. What made him unforgettable was not just his reporting, but the way he carried himself. The warm smile, the thoughtful silence, the iconic gold earring, small details that made him approachable, human, and deeply respected by millions of viewers. Every Sunday night, people didn't just see a reporter. They saw a trusted friend who spoke honestly and fearlessly. Even as he grew older, Ed never slowed down. Few knew he was quietly fighting leukemia. He continued reporting, continued speaking truth, continued showing up, even when his body struggled to keep up with his spirit. On November 9th, 2006, he passed away, and America lost not just a veteran journalist, but a moral compass. Today, as misinformation spreads faster than facts and sensationalism overshadows truth, Ed Bradley's legacy feels more important than ever. He stands as a reminder of what journalism should be: fearless, compassionate, fair, and deeply human. He once said, "I'm just a reporter. I tell stories." But perhaps that's exactly why he became one of the greatest journalists of all time. If his courage and honesty touched you today, then honor him the way he would have wanted. Stay curious, question everything, and never stop searching for the truth. And if you want more tributes to the people whose stories shaped our world, make sure to subscribe. Together, let's keep their voices alive forever.